Module 4, Lección 3, Los Horarios. To say at what time something takes place, you use a la or a las. To ask what time is something taking place or hey, what time is that at? You say a qué hora es, as it's dictated at the top of the slide. If something takes place within the 1 o'clock hour, use a la una. If it's during the hour, you should still use y or menos to specify the exact time. And you can still use de la tarde, de la noche, de la mañana, etc. to specify the time of day as well. If something takes place within another hour of the day, use a las. If it's during the hour, you should still use y or menos to specify the exact time. And you can still use de la tarde, de la noche, de la mañana, etc. to specify the time of day as well. Okay, so here are some examples. ¿A qué hora es la fiesta? La fiesta es a las 8 de la noche. ¿A qué hora es el partido? 4:05 p.m. So, el partido es a las 4:05 de la tarde. ¿A qué hora es la clase? 8:25 a.m. La clase es a las 8:25 de la mañana. ¿A qué hora es el almuerzo or lunch? 11:30 a.m. So, es a las 11:30 de la mañana. 9:35 p.m. for la película or the movie time. ¿A qué hora es la película? Hey, what time is that movie we're going to see? ¿A qué hora es la película? Oh, es a las 10 menos 25 de la noche. It's at 9 minus 25 p.m. So 25 to, oh, no, it's at 10 minus 25. A las 10 menos 25 de la noche. So it's at 10 minus 25 or 25 to 10 in the evening. The appointment, like doctor's appointment, la cita, 10 to 4. So, a las 4 menos 10 de la tarde. Okay. ¿A qué hora comes? What time do you eat? Oh, 2 o'clock p.m. Yo como, I eat, a las 2 de la tarde. ¿A qué hora juegas? At what time do you play? Oh, at 8:15 a.m. Juego a las 8:15 de la mañana. I play at 8:15, 8:15 in the morning. ¿A qué hora cantas? 11:20 p.m. because I love to serenade my neighbors in the middle of the night. Yo canto a las 11:20 de la noche. Yo canto a las 11:20 de la noche. ¿A qué hora lees? What time do you read? 4:50 p.m. or 10 to 5. Leo a las 5 menos 10 de la tarde. ¿A qué hora tienes la clase de español? What time do you have Spanish class? 11:20 a.m. Yo tengo la clase de español. I have Spanish class a las 11:20 de la mañana, at 11:20 in the morning. Now let's talk about schedules. To say I have blank class, you're going to say tengo la clase de, and then the class. So lots of examples here. Tengo la clase de álgebra. I have algebra class. Tengo la clase de arte. I have art class. Tengo la clase de banda. I have band class. Tengo la clase de ciencias. I have science class. Tengo la clase de coro. I have choir class. Tengo la clase de educación física. Educación física. PE class. So physical education. PE class. Tengo la clase de español. I have Spanish class. Tengo la clase de historia. I have history class. Tengo la clase de inglés. I have English class. Tengo una hora de estudio. I have study hall. Or for us, that would be wildcat hour. Tengo el almuerzo. I have lunch. To say that someone else has the class, you would just switch out tengo, I have, with another form of have. So if you have algebra class, you would change out tengo for tienes. Tienes la clase de álgebra. You have algebra class. If I wanted to say, at what time do you have algebra class? ¿A qué hora tienes la clase de álgebra? At what time do you have algebra class? You kind of see where we're going with this? Los horarios. To talk about the order of things, especially classes, you're going to use these words. These could be for any sort of order. So like if you came in first in a race, this is the same word you would use. The first of the month is primero, right? So it's going to be the same kind of thing. So primera is first. And these are all feminine because we're talking about classes. Las clases are all feminine. So primera, segunda, tercera, cuarta, quinta, sexta, séptima. So if the thing that you're talking about is feminine, then they're going to end in A. Okay. So primera is first. And in English, that's abbreviated 1ST. Well, in Spanish, it's abbreviated 1A. In English, it's abbreviated 1ST because the word first ends in ST, right? Well, in Spanish, primera ends in A, so 1A. Now, if the thing you're talking about is masculine and you need to use the word primero, yes, your abbreviation does change to 1O. Is anybody going to make a huge guffaw if you mess that up? No, absolutely not. It's not that big of a deal. But if you ever did want to abbreviate them, this is how you would do it. Okay, segunda, second. In English, second is 2ND, and in Spanish, segunda would be 2A, segundo, 2O. Tercera, third. 3RD in English, 3A or 3O in Spanish for tercero. Cuarta, fourth. 4TH because fourth ends in TH, 4A in Spanish. Quinta, fifth. 5TH or 5A. Sexta, sixth. 6TH or 6A. Séptima, seventh. 7TH or 7A. To talk about your schedules, you can use the following question. ¿Cuál es tu blank clase? What is your blank class? So like, what is your first class? ¿Cuál es tu primera clase? To talk about class schedules, use the following response. Mi blank clase es, my blank class is, so my first class is Spanish 2. Mi primera clase es la clase de Español 2. Mi primera clase es la clase de Español 2. To talk about your schedules, you can use the following question. ¿Cuál es tu clase favorita? What is your favorite class? You would also use the following response. Mi clase favorita es, my favorite class is. I went ahead and gave you an example that you would use in the following class, so you can use this phrase in the future. Mi clase favorita es la clase de Español 2. My favorite class is Spanish 2. To talk about schedules, you can use the following question. ¿Cuál es tu clase menos favorita? What is your least favorite class? Now I realize that all of your favorite classes could be different, so this is in no way a form of judgment. Mi clase menos favorita es, my least favorite class is, so mi clase menos favorita es la clase de educación física. My least favorite class is PE. I only picked PE for this example because I thought you might want to hear how to say educación física more times. Your least favorite class could be Spanish. Mi clase menos favorita es la clase de español. Mi clase menos favorita es la clase de inglés, English class. Hopefully you don't have a least favorite class because all of your classes are your favorite. All right, that's it for this lesson.